good? Are we good? Hey, people, how you doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black at Night Show. I'm glad you could join me. People on Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you are out there in the cyber world, I'm with you. You're with me. I got your back. Yes. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, I need you to let me know. Let me first check my people on YouTube. YouTube people. There we go. YouTube people. Let's see where we are on YouTube land. YouTube. Can you hear me, YouTube people? Schultze. What's up, Schultze? I heard you, man. Schultze said he was early. What's up, man? Welcome to the show, Schultze. What's up, Lee? What's up, George? From Austin, Texas, George Kraft. Raul McLaurin. Gregory Wonderwheel. Can you hear me, Gregory? What up, Janina? What's up, Tatiana? What up, JoJo? What up, Fred? What up, Peter Griffin? Gary Webb. Audio's good. Thank you. Mars Pluto. Ken Cimarro. Yes. Jayther. Lee Cox. Alan Cannon. DKZ. Matthew. It's your boy. E. K1M60. Or A11. I'm a YouTube person. All right. What's up, man? Hello, YouTube person, man or woman or whoever. Buck Bewley. Cheryl. What up, y'all? Fireside Chat. Mama D. B. Horning. Yes, we're in the house. Everybody can hear. Thank you, guys. What's up, Joyce? Good to see you, Joyce. Burned Out One. All right, YouTube people, I just gave a lot of shout-outs, so do me a favor. Share the show on your social media networks right now. Let's see if we can get the numbers up tonight, get some people tuned in. I feel like I'm going to go on a vintage Tim Black mode tonight. I've been inspired. All right, so let me go check my Facebook people. Victoria. What's up, Richard? Richard, are you all right? What's up, Richard Gammon and Dolores and Nicole and Nessa and Bruce? Patricia, Helen, and George. Amanda Bennett. Can you guys hear me? What's up, Bibby? Lisa, Sarah, and Robin. Robin says, hi, everyone. Bruce said, I'm good here. Nicole Sear says, sounds good. Stephen Wolfbrandt, what's up? Victoria, yeah, looking dapper. Thank you. I pulled out the salmon tie. See, look, guys, I still had some clothes from when I had a regular job. You guys don't know. I take really good care of stuff I have, man. And if you worked with me back in the day, you know, you're like, Tim had that. He had that when he worked with us. He still got that tie. Yeah, man. One thing. Well, yeah. Anyway, so look, guys. Facebook people, I need you to share this on your platform. Facebook, give me some love now, guys. Share it. Let's get the numbers up on Facebook. We're trying to reach 1,000 people tonight, and I think we can do it because we got the kind of crew that gets it done. And we'll have an epic show tonight. So people like seeing things live, so they don't want to miss this one. I'm trying to tell you. All right, guys. If you're not a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack, if you like what you watched tonight, could you please consider becoming a member? Because I'm gonna lay some wood tonight, man. Yeah, I'm gonna throw my shoulder out on this one. I think we need to go in tonight because we need to correct the record. And I don't mean David Brock's way, how he corrected the record with the bots that no one called out, the paid bots that the Brocks used, $1 million on correct the record to harass others that no one seems to talk about on the media. No one ever mentions. Instead, they mention Tulsi Gabbard's people or Bernie Sanders' people. No one mentions the fact that none of Tulsi's people or Bernie's people were paid. Bernie never hired a staff of people to intentionally go online and challenge people. Let me repeat that. Anybody who's new to this show who doesn't know, there's been a big conversation about Bernie bros and how horrible they are and mean we are. They stereotype us all as 25-year-old white guys living in our mama's basement with man buns. Obviously, I don't fit the criteria. But here, the Hillary Clinton campaign hired a group called Correct the Record, run by David Brock, whose sole and purpose was $1 million was spent for the sole intention of going online and challenging people on social media. These people were paid to jump in conversations and correct the record, otherwise known as harassing people you don't know. I've never heard any of these lame media types, these corporate whores, these propagandists ever go on MSNBC or CNN and bring it up. It's never once even been discussed. They actually had an organization do this, harass me and all of my friends. But let someone say something mean about one of their candidates, and oh my God, all of a sudden, they recently featured this on the show. What was it? This hack, this lame dude, this troll on Twitter gets 10 minutes of fame on MSNBC because they wanted to bash Bernie. But no one talks about David Brock and Correct the Record and $1 million spent just doing that. So if you're new to this show, let me tell you something. We are not funded by anybody. We're funded by, except viewers. Our viewers join the 10 Black Wolfpack for $5 a month. That's how we keep the show going. We also make a little bit of ad revenue, very little, because every other video I put up is demonetized. I got to go back and forth with YouTube. I could cover a story that's covered by CNN or MSNBC, but when I cover it, all of a sudden, it's demonetized. But it's not demonetized when they do it. So we're not funded by any organization, any group, or anything like that. But the beauty of it, so we're poor as hell, but the beauty of it is we get to say whatever we want to say. We get to speak truth to power all day long. And can't nobody shut us up or shut us down or threaten to fire us or any of that bullshit because we already been fired. In fact, we fired them. That's what's beautiful about this. We are truly independent. And look, and it's beautiful. Like, I know I got some good white folks out there. They want to support black causes. Hey, let me support the black guys. Well, look, if you support Tim Black, you're actually supporting not only a progressive, but a black progressive, which is a strange thing to be nowadays. Because most black folks, when they get around my age, they become conservative Joe Biden supporters for some strange reason. That's because of the lack of information given by people like me. We need more people like me who look like them, telling them what's up, that they can trust and believe in. So you're watching the most watched, independent, black-owned, to the left media in the world. Also, guys, I'm not just in front and there's somebody in the back like The Root or BET. Do you guys know BET ain't even owned by black people? I'm up used to hear this conversation all the time. Conservatives get pissed off to say, why do we have a black entertainment television? We don't need that. That's racist. But don't worry, it's owned by white people. Or why do we need a Root? Why is that? That sounds like The Roots. That sounds like Root. Root, it sounds like something from Roots, that movie about black slaves. Well, don't worry, it's owned by white people. An Israeli guy, actually. Ham Saban, the one who also gave $20 million to TYT. Well, he bought The Root years ago. It's owned by Univision. But see, when you watch this show, when you support this show, you support truly independent media. All right. I told you we're going to be on fire tonight. You know what? And everything going to be truth bombs and everything going to have receipts. But we're going to go in tonight because this is ridiculous what these people are doing. They are lying to our faces. They are lying to our faces and they're getting away with it. We cannot let them get away with it, ladies and gentlemen. We have to call them out. I told you before, I'm here for a reason. These folks are here for a season. Their season has been canceled. All right. Now, before I get started, because we got a number of stories, let me just say one last thing. Dr. Jason Johnson, you do not know me. I'm really good at what I do. I'm a self-made man, sir. I'm not hired to go on MSNBC or any other platform. I built my own platform out of the dirt. Built it up. I'm self-made, self-identifying progressive. The last thing I would do, whether I was paid or not, is go on MSNBC and kiss Joe Biden's ass like you did. You just kiss Joe Biden's ass because Chuck Todd told you to. Go ahead, kiss his ass. And don't ever stick your chest out with me because you work for The Root. Stop lying to black folks. The Root, I want you to put on your website, we don't own shit. Yeah, we don't own nothing. We just The Help. You know that movie, The Help? You are literally The Help. So shut up. All right. He said I had a crush on him. He said he uses me to get clicks. Somebody tell this fool I reached like maybe 10 million people last month without a network. I got a podcast. I go on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Blog Talk Radio. Then I'm on Facebook and YouTube and Periscope. I don't need you, man. Nobody needs you, Jason. Sit your ass down. All right. Now, guys, here goes the stories. I just had to get warmed up, you know? I had to get warmed up. Neoliberals, man, they really pissed me off. You know, they don't know they're dead. They're zombies. It's like The Walking Dead. They don't know they're already dead. You are dead. You don't know this? Just lay down. You like The Walking Dead, man. Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg. Who the hell? How is somebody going to prop up a candidate? How is a black man who worked for The Root going to prop up a candidate polling at less than 1% with the blacks? Don't make me pull your card. Jump in Jehoshaphat. How is a black man who worked for a fake black online magazine going to cape for a white guy who can't even poll more than 1% with black people? And he got the nerve to call me out. Sir, you need a lobotomy. All right, so tonight, the stories I want to cover for you tonight, guys. John Hickenlooper dropped out. Don't cry. Don't cry. I know you won't cry for him. Don't. He's going to be okay. Jayz betrays black people and himself and the revolution and the movement. We'll cover that. Beto will work, relaunches his campaign. He would like a do-over. But we're going to start with this. Kamala Harris. You know, a lot of people are looking at Kamala Harris through the wrong glasses. They look at her as she's a person, they look at her like she is a person who means them well. She does not, she has not, she will not. Some people look at her and say, oh, she reminds me of my sister. I love her. She's a sister who reminds me of my sister because she's brown. Some people look at her and they say, she's a fighter. But what Mrs. Fudge did today when she went on the Morning Joe show and endorsed Kamala Harris is a travesty to justice. But it is also in line with what the Congressional Black Caucus does often, It's also, let me get this right. What Mrs. Fudge did when she went on the Morning Joe show today and endorsed Kamala Harris, it may have been repugnant, but it was not shocking because the Congressional Black Caucus has a way of letting down the world. What I have for you is a clip of Mrs. Fudge spreading the fudge. And I don't mean the kind you put on cookies.
Beautiful live picture this morning of the United States Capitol in Washington. Joining us now, a member of the Congressional Black Caucus, Democratic Congresswoman Marcia Fudge of Ohio. She's here to announce her endorsement of a Democratic candidate for president. Congresswoman, it's great to have you with us today. I'll let you make your announcement. Who are you going to support?
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I'm supporting Kamala Harris.
Why?
That is my candidate. Well, first off, I think that she's an excellent candidate. I think there's no one better to make the case against number 45 than Kamala Harris. I think she is positioned well right now, and she's just going to continue to do better. So I'm excited about it.
And Congressman, what do you see in Senator Harris that you don't see, for example, in Joe Biden? What went into your decision here?
Well, there are a number of things. One is I do think that she is a person that has the kind of energy, and she's a new, fresh face. She's someone that when people meet her, they like her, and I think that she is going to continue to move up in the polls. And, of course, she's an African-American woman. So that is very, very important to me as well.
Do you have concerns about the frontrunner, Joe Biden, or was this just all about Senator Harris for you?
No, this is about Senator Harris. I've come to know Joe Biden. I like him a great deal. But I have just chosen the candidate that I think is best prepared to be the president of the United States.
Congresswoman Jonathan Capehart has a question for you. Jonathan?
Hi, Congresswoman Fudge.
Hi.
Thanks for sharing your news about who you're supporting. And I was just talking about my family barbecue in North Carolina last weekend, and it was my Aunt Gloria who said she likes Senator Harris, but she thinks Joe Biden should be the nominee. One, because he's an old white person who can go up against an old white person, but also because Senator Harris is a woman, and a woman's not going to win. If my Aunt Gloria were here right now, what would you tell her to make her see that, the way you see it, that Senator Harris is the one who should be the nominee?
I'd say, Aunt Gloria, remember that black women are the biggest and best voting bloc in the Democratic Party, that African Americans and people of color are going to determine who our nominee is going to be. We are the base. If we support her and we come out, she will win.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, bow your heads, as I say a prayer for all black women who are so fooled that they would think that Kamala Harris has their best interests at heart. Please bow your heads, please, please. Please, 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 please. You know, when you say that black women are the backbone of the Democratic Party, that's not saying much. Not to disparage black women, but it's a party that really doesn't give a rat's ass about you. And I'm not saying that because I think the Republican Party does. They don't either. No party cares about you. No party cares about me either, black men either. No party cares. Well, they say they do, but they don't. See, the Democratic Party says they do. Republicans don't say they do. See, this is how it works. Republican Party never says they care about black women, which is kind of true. But at least they don't get your hopes up. The Democratic Party says they care about black women, which they do not. But they use black women. That's what Marsha Fudge should have said is they use black women. That's what they do. And women of color. And men of color and black men. And they use us. Pawns, toys. Oh, look at this, look at this. Yeah, Lord, you got a little problem? Oh. Okay, so let's go down the list of reasons why Marsha Fudge is dead to me. You know, Miss Fudge, I remember we were kind of pushing for you to take the speakership away from Nancy Pelosi. People were saying you would be good for that. How wrong we were. You just an establishment wannabe. How else could you support a candidate? You can't give me any real reason why you support her. Willie Geist was like, so who do you support? And you told him, he was like, why? He had to ask why, like, why would you support Kamala Harris? What? Oh, because she's black and she can make the case. Oh, yeah, that's part of her talking point. The real reason. Not what she been saying when she go on TV, what she told you to say. I'm talking about why would you support her? That whole case for 45. First of all, she's not making a case against 45. What she's doing, she'd be better off going to the store and getting a case of Coke 45. Get what I'm saying? Kamala Harris is not making a case for herself that's going to defeat President Trump. She just doesn't. You said okay, let me just go. You said that she makes the case against 45. She really doesn't. She'd be better off getting a case of 45. You said she's a fresh face. You know what? Having a fresh face doesn't matter. New people can suck too. Like, young people they can suck too. They can be horrible too. Like, just because someone's new, hey, new dumb guy. Have you ever went somewhere like to a store and needed help, and a young fresh face comes up to help you, and you're like, oh, fresh person, that's nice. He's got a lot of energy. Dumb as hell. You know more about what's in the store than they do. Having a fresh face doesn't matter if the person with the fresh face doesn't have the acumen, and in this case, the will, to get the job done. Kamala Harris has been a chameleon. When she needed to be to the left, she was to the left. When she needed to be a diehard conservative when it came to law and order, that's who she was. Whoever she needed to be to try to win is what she was willing to do. Number 3, you said, I think she's going to move up in the polls. Marsha Fudge, that's not why you support a candidate. You don't support a candidate because you think they're going to move up in the polls. You're supposed to support a candidate, and that's how they move up in the polls. You're not supposed to support them because you think they're going to win. You're supposed to support them because you think they should win. What kind of politicians do we have? Who told her that was okay? No vision. No conviction. Just, I think she could win, so I support her. And my favorite, she's an African-American woman. That's a big thing to do with it. Yeah, I'm sure it is a lot to do with it. I'm sure it's like the only thing to do with it. Also because you want somebody to owe you a favor, or you owe somebody a favor. I know the people in Ohio can't be happy with you doing this shit. This is horrific. You know, I can't wait till more black folks hear how Kamala Harris was against legalizing marijuana in the third largest state, the most populous state in the United States. She could have made a big difference as Attorney General. When she was Attorney General, she could have helped push that legislation in. Instead, she was an impediment to decriminalization of marijuana, an impediment to prisoners getting out of jail. A strong proponent for three-strike law. She was as bad as Biden on the three-strike law. She didn't have to be. She didn't have to be, but she chose to be. This was the path she chose. I can't wait until black people pick up on it. Like, people online already know. We got a lot of voices out there who have been exposing Kamala Harris for quite some time. But I think there are people who still don't know. I'm going to make sure they know. And I'm also going to make sure that they know people like you, Marsha Fudge, supported a candidate who did not support them, who did not have their back. Just so happens Kamala Harris is slipping in the polls. It's about time. She shot her bullet at Joe Biden. It missed. Well, no, actually hit him. It wounded him for like 2 seconds. And then her numbers dropped. But she a black woman, so I guess we got to support her. No, we don't. What good is supporting somebody who look like you if they don't ride for you, if they don't truly have your back? What's the point? Look, I'm all for diversity, but I'm not for diversity for the sake of diversity. I would like for it to actually mean something. I would like for people to actually get the job done. Kamala Harris has demonstrated who she is. Marsha Fudge, by endorsing her, you just showed us who you were. So did Barbara Lee. You're not alone. Congressional Black Caucus has shown us who they are. And it's repugnant, it's horrific, it's sad. All right. Willie Geist looked surprised, like, what's your reason? Oh, okay, she's black. Okay, let's keep it moving. This is embarrassing. It was embarrassing for you. It's embarrassing for you in 2019 for you to be sitting there saying you support somebody because they black. Come on, sister. Marsha, you are not that old. You know what time it is. We already did this once. Look, it's okay. Look, I get it. People made a mistake with Obama. I made a mistake. I voted for him his first term. I get it. We made a mistake. We got caught up in the nostalgia. You know, we got caught up in the want to change. But you want us to do it again. Oh, you think we going to we got to do it because, you know, it'll be a black woman. So, you know, it matters who. Who you are matters. What you've done matters. If Obama was Obama, he fooled us, but he was a community organizer. He ran on that. What organizing of the community has Kamala done? Now, I'm serious. I want to hear it. I want you guys to start telling me. See, Kamala's been locking up black people. Obama was running on, hey, I went down there. Hey, listen. While you were working on the board of Walmart, I was out there in those streets of Chicago helping those people get jobs. Like, he ran on that. What's Kamala got to say? Does Kamala have any story like that she can tell about, you know, hey, I was down there doing my thing. Me and Michelle, we were fighting for the workers, fighting for the unions. What Kamala was doing was getting Stephen Mnuchin off after illegally, fraudulently foreclosing on homes. She failed to prosecute him. And to this day, her explanation is, my office worked really hard and we have a really hard job and I did a really good thing. And make one thing clear. Let's make something perfectly clear. I worked really hard to get where I'm at. Word salad. Hope you bought some cucumbers and some croutons because I got a bunch of word salad I'm going to throw at you. See, at least Obama lied well, and at least he had the backdrop of a story that made sense. You want to tell me I need to vote for Jeff Sessions because he got a tan and some boobies. That dog don't hunt. That bird don't fly. That water ain't wet. And shame on you, Marsha Fudge. Shame on you. All right. I told you tonight's going to be epic. Yeah, man. After me dealing with the neoliberals on Twitter who think they something because they went on the white network and people boosted them and then convinced them that they doing something because they went on TV, corporate media. And that just got me a little extra punchy. I'm just going to have to take the gloves all the way off and just, you know, do a Chris Cuomo up in here. All right, let's keep it going. Speaking of Chris Cuomo, Beto O'Rourke, or who I'd like to refer to as the Keanu Reeves of politics. All this time, I've been campaigning to become the president of the United States. There has never been a more important time for us to watch me show my ass, over-exaggerate everything that I say and do in the intention of getting your mind off the fact that all I have are platitudes in my speech. I am no substance at all, whether I'm getting my teeth cleaned or riding a skateboard, face planning. I am the Keanu Reeves. Go see my new movie, John Wick 3. Anyway, Beto O'Rourke has relaunched his campaign. This is the second or third relaunch, and I don't know. It's been so many launchings. Jesus. Let's just roll the clip. Roll the clip, Johnson. Roll the clip.
I'm confident that if at this moment we do not wake up to this threat, then we, as a country, will die in our sleep. The response to this has to be that each of us make a commitment to see clearly, to speak honestly, and to act decisively in this moment of truth. I, for one, see more clearly than ever.
Beto O'Rourke with a warning and a pointed call to action in his big campaign relaunch speech today. That's after a week off the trail when O'Rourke chose to stay in his hometown, El Paso, as it recovers from that racially motivated mass shooting at a Walmart. Today was also a chance to address a question he's being asked more and more.
There have even been some who've suggested that I stay in Texas and run for Senate. But that would not be good enough for this community. That would not be good enough for El Paso. That would not be good enough for this country. We must take the fight directly to the source of this problem, that person who has caused this pain and placed this country in this moment of peril, and that is Donald Trump.
Joining the conversation, MSNBC correspondent Garrett Haake. You were there for the speech. I know you had a chance to talk to Beto O'Rourke afterwards. What's your headline out of it?
This is angry Beto. This is a very far cry from hope and change, but this is someone who's now going to go out on the campaign trail and essentially make his campaign about Donald Trump far more explicitly than he has up until this point, in the hopes of doing two things: either winning this nomination for himself by, I think, making an argument similar to the one that Joe Biden has been making, or at least keeping everyone focused on the common enemy for Democrats here in this case. You saw last week how frustrated O'Rourke got at questions he was getting from reporters about, is this president a racist or not? Are you going to go to the Iowa State Fair and eat a pork chop there? This is someone who I think is trying to snap the focus of this race back where he thinks it belongs, or at least where he thinks Democrats want to see it go. Politically, it's sort of a risky move. Anytime you're talking about a reset of your campaign, that means things are probably not going exactly how you want them to. But when you're at where O'Rourke is at right now, sort of bottom tier, or bottom of the top tier, I guess you could say, about 2% in the polls. He's got a little bit of a money problem, but he's already qualified for the next debate. Why not roll the dice and be politically exactly who you are and who you want to be, and let the chips fall where they may?
Well, let me ask the panel about this, because if, again, we're always talking about in any other universe, but in any other universe, when you put together...
Yeah, I had to cut it there. I don't want to... had to cut it off there. I don't want to hear any more of that. I think we got the gist of it, Johnson. I think it's pretty clear, Poindexter. Beto O'Rourke, it was either that or, pack up the van and go home. I mean, come on, guys. Beto O'Rourke. Beto O'Rourke said that, he said, he didn't say anything. Oh, he said Trump bad. Evil, evil Trump. Scary Trump. Why do these people think that this is going to win an election? Look, I've been trying to say this. I've been saying it. Look, I want to go down the record. People like to blame me. I got blamed for stuff last time when Hillary lost, and I told you she was going to lose. I didn't make her lose. I just knew it. I pay attention. Beto O'Rourke and any Democrat who believes they can just run on calling out Trump and saying how bad Trump is and mean Trump is and Trump's racist, they think they're going to win. And they think that's what's going to beat Donald Trump. It's not. So go ahead and just blame me now for telling you what's reality. It's like me telling you it's going to rain tomorrow. It's not that I'm going to make it rain. It's just that I can tell. This is so obvious. Look. People are concerned with their wallets, their pocketbooks, and their safety. Wallets, pocketbooks, safety, environment, health. Like, these things matter more than how they feel about Donald Trump. I mean, everyone's lived by someone or near someone that they thought was weird or mean or an asshole. Most of us didn't move. If we liked the neighborhood that we're in, if we liked the jobs we had, if we liked whatever, like that's not enough. It's never enough. That's never a good enough reason. But if we lose our jobs, if we can't live there because the roaches and the rats are overrunning us, if we can't live there because the gunshots or the crime or someone's breaking in homes, breaking in our cars, then we got to move. So what I'm trying to tell you is safety. These things matter. Just don't tell me we got a mean neighbor down the block. And there's some people who don't even live near D.C., they hear about this stuff on Twitter. They're not the least bit concerned about any of it. This will not win an election, but Beto O'Rourke thinks it will. And look, guys, I got a question if Beto O'Rourke really thinks this. I think Beto O'Rourke just wants to stay in the sunshine a little bit longer. Or he says they want him to stay home and run for Senate. Yeah, you should. Because you don't have a chance in hell, Beto. You should stay there and run. You said, but the people don't want you to know because you don't want to. You don't want to stay because you think, I just got to be in it, man. I was born to be in it. That's his thing. He said, I was just born to run. Idiot. No, you weren't. No one's born to be a politician. No one is born to be president, dude. If you could affect change at any level, if that's really what you're calling it, if you're calling this to affect change, you can do it from whatever position you're at. You don't need to be president. No one needs to be president, maybe except for Bernie Sanders. But no one needs to be president. And it looks a lot like now that you're doing this, after the El Paso shooting, it looks a lot like you just want to use this horrible catastrophe, this horrible incident as a backdrop, as a propulsion device for you to launch your campaign again. Do you realize how off-putting that is? Like, to the layperson. Yeah, just to regular people like, oh, this guy's, he's using, kids died, mofo. You really want to use this? Yeah, I do. I think it can help. Where are the people in your life to back you down, man? To tell you to get down off the ledge, to sit down, have a seat. You have none of these people that care about you to tell you how much of a buffoon you are looking? Angry Beto. It's funny how these white guys get to be angry all of a sudden. They get to be angry and no one calls them out. Angry Beto. It was angry Chris Cuomo, now it's angry Beto. Someone told him, hey, if we're angry, it works for us. Because we're angry, but no one's really scared. I remember I worked at jobs, I wasn't even angry. Just the fact that I'm black, dark-skinned guy, big guy, I used to tell me, Tim, you got to smile more. And that was some other black people. Because you're scaring white people. But Beto could actually be scary. He could actually be yelling and be angry, and no one's scared of him. It's just funny how racism works in America. Huh? You know? Same thing with Chris Cuomo. Chris Cuomo was dropping F-bomb after F-bomb, threatening to throw a guy down the steps. And people still went to work the next day right next to him like nothing happened. Me, I couldn't keep a job in that field if I told somebody to pass the cream too loudly. Oh, my God. Tim Black told me to pass the cream. But what's wrong with that? It's the way he said it. It's almost as if he was going to pull out an Uzi and shoot me, man. I don't want to be around him. I'm uncomfortable. And there have been some progressives who have been that way, too. You're not going to beat him up, are you? If you see him, are you? Like, man, I'm my old-ass guy, man. What the fuck is you talking about? Anyway, back to this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on a tangent. I'm not going to name names. That's a true story. You're not going to beat him up, are you? You're not going to beat him up, are you? What? Because I called him out in the video? I mean, not unless he put his hands on me. The point is this, Beto work is a waste of time. And Beto work is in bed with too many special interest groups to truly be progressive. I don't really care what he does, but I would think a person who really wanted to affect change but we're willing to do it from whatever position. And if it's obvious. The guy said, hey, Beto's having a money problem. That means people are not inspired by you, Beto, and now you're going to reboot your machine, your money machine, you think, by using the deaths of innocent individuals in order to prop yourself up. Well, good luck with that, sir. It's not going to work. You're just going to put yourself in a worse position. At least John Hickenlooper went out with some class and dignity. Had to drag Beto work off the stage and smash his guitar and shove his, what is it? Shove his skateboard up his ass. It's the only way you're going to get him down. Man, I got to do it, man. I got to do it. All right. Next story. Just disappointing. But these people are not committed to the revolution, guys. They really don't care enough. And speaking of not caring about the revolution, not really caring about what they say they stand for, listen, we've had this conversation on this channel many times. I don't know if you were here for it. Some of you are new. But I supported Colin Kaepernick taking the knee. All right? I supported it. I felt that he had a message he was trying to send by taking the knee. He wasn't disrespecting the flag. He was trying to draw attention to it, an issue of police brutality. And I support that. I think police brutality often is unreported and most often is never rectified. Okay, so totally support it. And I never felt it was anything a diss against the troops. There's ways to diss the troops. If somebody was going to diss the troops, I've seen the film of how people treated the Vietnam vets when they came home. They spit on them. Like, Colin Kaepernick did none of that. So anyway, this whole thing about the NFL, this whole thing, Trump used it to his own, to rile up a bunch of goofy people on the campaign trail. And it just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then Colin Kaepernick ends up never being able to play ball again. Now, I could see that, this has always been a very polarizing issue, right? There are people who support it, people who didn't. Some people who didn't even care that the protest was about police brutality. They said the protest was the Vietnam vets. And then they pictured the vet coming home missing limbs and you disrespecting them. And they just totally had it they totally had it wrong. That's not what it was about. Okay? But I can get why people, I got that people thought that. It's not right. It's not accurate in my opinion, but that's what they thought. Now, here's the thing. If you were somebody who boycotted the NFL and said, the NFL, screw you, NFL. You won't let Colin Kaepernick play. You're talking about fining the players if they take a knee, doing the anthem to show attention on this issue. Screw you. And then you pressured other people not to perform at the NFL games, at the Super Bowl, or to do the, the music or whatever, the acts, the opening act or whatever, halftime show. It's going to be a really big show. Then how dare you all of a sudden have a change of heart and want to go into business with the NFL where you get to make money off of being the person who'll pick out the acts? Well, Jayz has done just that. Yeah, Jay-Z and the Rock Nation, it's your boy. Well, he's not my boy, but he's Roger Goodell's boy. Get it? And this is what happened. You won't believe it.
It's the NFL's newest team, business and music mogul Jay-Z partnering with Commissioner Roger Goodell and the league. The unlikely alliance seems like a Hail Mary after the rapper publicly bashed the NFL over its handling of the Colin Kaepernick controversy.
I guess my speaking out brought about a conversation, which brought about a conversation which led to a partnership.
At a press conference today recorded only by the NFL, Jay-Z was asked about partnering with the league while Kaepernick is still out of a job. The musician defending the move, saying the two have spoken. Tonight, the former quarterback tweeting, "I continue to work and stand with the people in our fight for liberation, despite those who are trying to erase the movement." Jay-Z's company, Rock Nation, now advising the league on entertainment, including the Super Bowl halftime show, and consulting for the league's activism campaign, Inspire Change. After supporting Kaepernick for taking a knee to protest racial injustice and police brutality, the entrepreneur is now being criticized for trying to capitalize on partnering with the NFL. Eric Reed, who kneeled beside Kaepernick, called the move disingenuous.
I think we have the greatest platform in the world, and we're using it in a very positive way.
Tonight, a foe turned friend of the league, trying to clean up the NFL's bad rap with community activism. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking.
Always fun. Always fun when they use this. Jay-Z Jayz said that he spoke out before because he supported Kaepernick. And he spoke out about the NFL. He spoke out about police brutality. He spoke out about his support for Colin Kaepernick. And he said that's why they found themselves here at this opportunity for a partnership. And they're now partnering up. He said it led to a partnership. I think he confused the word partnership with an opportunity for him to make a lot of money. That's what he should have said. It led to an opportunity for me to get paid. Because that's really what this is about. Then it's the same guy who said, hey, I'm a businessman. Hey, I'm not a businessman, but I'm a businessman. Right? Isn't that what he said? Everything with Jay-Z has been about making money. And this is no different. And look, guys, you can't separate this issue from Colin Kaepernick because for better or for worse, he started it and he's been paying the ultimate price for it. How can you say you support Colin Kaepernick and then you get in league with the NFL, the National Football League? You can't do it. Especially if you were someone who said, I supported Kaepernick. You are basically a lying shield at this point. Eric Reed is right. It's disingenuous. It's not only disingenuous, it just goes to show you're not a real person. You're not authentic. You're not sincere. You're just there to make money. What I would like to see is for Jay-Z to get the backlash of his support. I would like to see it drop. Because it should. I mean, if you can't be authentic, then what good are you? Who needs that guy? I mean, and another thing, NFL, if you want to work with people that, I don't know, work with people who already have a track record in the field of actually doing things that matter to that community, to the black community, and to these cities, the inner cities. There are a lot of great organizations that are already working their butts off. Why do you need to part? So the NFL is just using Jay-Z, and Jay-Z's using the NFL. It's a lot of using going on. And meanwhile, the real issues are not being handled. The real issues are taking a back seat to the NFL trying to rehab their image. And you think we can't see that? Like you're standing there. You're like the roaches when the lights come on. You're like, if we don't move, maybe they won't know we're standing here. Oh, I see you, mofo. We see you. Erase the movement. Yeah, erase the movement. Look, Roger Goodell just said it. He said the NFL has the biggest platform in the world. That's what he says. Roger Goodell just said that the NFL had the biggest platform in the world. He just answered the whole question why Colin Kaepernick was protesting on that platform. Because it was the biggest platform in the world. If you say you care about something and you think it's an issue, you wait till you go home, or do you try to voice that opinion on the biggest platform in the world? He just answered the whole question. If the NFL was really about helping the community or ending police brutality and helping in that vein, they would start by reinstating Colin Kaepernick. And don't give me the bull crap about, oh, they would do it, but no one wants to hire him. Roger Goodell, he could have went to an owner at any point and been like, look, make this guy back up. It would have been done. And this whole story would have been over a year ago. You do realize that, don't you? They care so little about you, about these communities, that it wasn't worth them to shut this down. They could have easily shut it down. Man, there has been more done for a lot less. But see, here's the thing. Just like Marsha Fudge said, black one of the biggest supporters or the biggest supporter of the Democratic Party. Well, you know what? Black consumers are a big-time supporter of the NFL. And now they need to rehab their image, and now they're using Jay-Z to do it. And Jay-Z's more than happy to get his beak wet on some NFL money if it'll help him. And it will help him. But now I want to talk to the owners, not the owners. Now I want to talk to the athletes who got a little bit of change, who got a little bit of money who want to make some change out here. Let me tell you something. I know there's some good players out there who really want to make change in their community, and they want people to speak truth to power, and they want the real issues to be tackled. Well, one way you get that done is you work with people who are not a part of the machine. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. Jayz is the wrong person for you to work with as a conduit for change, because Jayz is of the elite billionaire, millionaire class, of the billionaire class. Jayz is in bed with corporations and the rich and wealthy in a way which limits his conversation, which limits what he can actually do to bring forth change if it impacts negatively the corporations in which he's in bed with. Get it? You want him to cannibalize himself? He's not going to do that. He would have to eat himself. Get what I'm saying? Dogs don't eat dog. What I'm saying is, a lot of the structural changes that you want to see happen if you're an athlete who wants to give back is going to require calling out the elites, calling out these corporations. If Jayz is a part of that class, he can't do it. Who do you think he parties with? Who do you think he hangs out with? So it's foolish to work with a guy who is in bed with the people that you need to call out or who need to feel the pain. He ain't going to give them any pain. He can't give them pain, or he's out the group. You have to work with outsiders. It's just like the way I started off. We got these guys that go on MSNBC, they go on CNN, they think they're big stuff. I'm a big guy. I can go on this platform. Well, I work for this big corporation. They can't say shit even if they want to. They tell you they can. Look, they're not always told, don't say this, stay within this box, do not go outside the box. But they already know not to go outside the box. They lie when they say they could do it. I speak my mind. No one tells me. They don't have to, dumbass. You know if you paint outside the lines, bye. See ya. You already know it. The same thing applies to Jayz and any of these people. Independent media speaks to these issues. That's what I've been doing for 6-7 years now. I can call out whomever, whenever, and bring any issue to light on a meager budget. Imagine what I could do if I had some type of cash infusion from an individual, not an organization, an individual who wanted to help. You cannot expect those people whose lives, their sustenance depends on these structures to actually call out the structures. They can't do it. They would be killing themselves. They won't do it. It takes rabble-rousers, people who've decided to stay out of the matrix, who operate on another frequency. Those are the people that you need. Those are the people that will champion for you. It goes not only for this issue, but all issues. You don't go to somebody who works at Big Tobacco to take on Big Tobacco. This is crazy. You don't take on the NRA with a guy who gets a check from the NRA. Well, you don't take on corporations with a guy who's a big-ass corporatist. Just ain't gonna happen. Yeah, boy. Yeah, you know, boy. Yeah, boy. Yo, it's me, Hov, and whatever. And then go right and sell you right up the river. Hey, Jayz, man, you just sold me out. Back up off me, man. Me and Beyonce, we gonna cook and shit. You heard? Word. Get the hell out of here. All right. Hey, man, we just need to keep it real. All times, keep it real. Last story.
I'm also proud of the campaign. I want to thank each of you, the leaders across this country who supported this campaign, those of you who invested financially, and the thousands more of you who made investments of your time and energy and ideas. Thank you all so much. I will always be grateful to our incredible staff who worked their hearts out these past 6 months. You did great work against long odds. And of course, I have a wonderful circle of friends and colleagues
a remarkable son, and an amazing wife. They mean the world to me. People want to know what comes next for me. I've heard from so many Coloradans who want me to run for the United States Senate. They remind me how much is at stake for our country and our state. I intend to give that some serious thought. I've been a geologist, a small businessman, a mayor, a governor, a candidate for President of the United States. At each step, I've always looked forward with hope, and I always will. Thank you.
And just like that, he was gone. John Hickenlooper has suspended his campaign. He's said he calls it a wrap. He may run for Senate, as he just pointed out there in Colorado. Hey, look, guys, I didn't know anything about Hickenlooper before this race. I still don't really know too much about him. But I did get an opportunity to watch him be interviewed on The Breakfast Club, and I gotta admit, he did a pretty good job. He was much better on The Breakfast Club talking than he was in any of the debates. He said he's not really a good debater, and he's right, he's not. But he's a pretty good speaker, like, just in a conversation. Now, I don't know if that means, he's, got great policies or whatever, but I was more impressed with him just in a casual conversation than I was with him on the stage in the debates. I'm sure there are those who know more about his record. But what I do appreciate about him is he bowed out at a high note. Hey, you went on The Breakfast Club, you made a little bit of inroads, your name has been circulating a bit. Time to shut it down. Yeah, it's time to just shut it down and get back to business about things that matter, where, that you can actually get done. So I respect it. I agree with it. I'm glad he did it. Hey, what's there to keep doing? I mean, unless there's something you're really getting out of this, at least it's not doing a better old work. I'm going to revamp and retool and regroup and rehab and restructure and retrofit, and I'm going to just sit your ass down. Get over there and sit down. Because it gets, come on, man. If you feel like this is your calling and you're going to change the world by doing whatever you're doing, I say do it. I'd never tell somebody to quit. But I'm not getting that impression that these people are in these races to change the world. I think they're in it to change their world. I think they're in it to change their position, not always to change the world for the rest of us, which is the only reason why I think you should do it. So, Hickenlooper, I respect your decision. Now, go back to Colorado and make something good out of it. All right, guys, that's it. I'm Tim Black. Find me at Real Tim Black on Facebook and Twitter. Tomorrow is Freedom Friday. If you don't know what that is, man, where the hell you been, man? You got to be here tomorrow at 10 p.m. I open up phone lines. People call up, and they get to say whatever's on their mind. That's the beauty of that show. So do that tomorrow. Be here. Also, join the Tim Black Wolfpack. You join the Tim Black Wolfpack, and you are at least a $5 a month contributor to this show, then I send you a Tim Black Wolfpack gift pack. So I got a lot of goodies I put on this bag. I send them to you, and then you got a lot of swag from the show. It's my way of giving back to you for supporting this show. Because like I said earlier, we're not supported by corporations, we're supported by our viewers. So it's my way to get back to the people that help keep the show on. And it's a big circle of life, baby. It's just a big circle of life. You help me, you help the show helps you, the show gives you stuff, you support the show, you watch the show, you share the show, and we just keep the love going. I talk about issues you care about. I do my best to amplify messages that are important, that help the world, that help our country, that help our kids, that help our grandkids, that help kids across the world. We do this. That's what we do it for. We may never, ever, ever be rich, but we'll be rich in here. All right. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What a night. Peace. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go check my comment section to check out my anybody giving any super chats, any comments out there. Let me go check, guys. Let's check. There's got to be at least one or two people who made some comments, or I want to amplify that. B. Horning. Can you go back on the Jesse Lee Peterson show? You know, Jesse Lee Peterson wants, his people were reaching out for a while for him to come on this show. And you know, I was going to do it. But part of the problem I had with Jesse Lee Peterson is I don't want to give him a platform to do that like, he takes a lot of dumps on black people. And I know he's a cartoon character and people don't take him seriously, but some people do. Like, there are a lot of bigots going, yeah, he's right. Black people are their own worst enemy. He's right. What he said about the blacks is right. They are dumb. You know, so I wonder, I could bring him on and we could have fun, and I would call him out and do my best to embarrass him, but, which wouldn't be hard to do, but I wouldn't want to give a platform to a guy that you know just gonna come on and say, black people shoot each other, and black people are dirty people, and black people are stupid people, and you know I get like, I'm gonna look at this guy like, man, you know, like I don't know if I wanna give that guy a platform. Larry the Truth says neoliberals need not apply. No, they need not apply. Amen says Iowa got polled. Tulsi was not on the list. Oh man, it's not good. It's not good, man. Larry the Truth says corporate scumocrats. Corporate scumocrats. Oh, God. Need not apply. Mike Thompson, what's up? And Bryant Duran is a new member of the Wolfpack. What's up, Bryant Duran? What's up, man? Thank you for joining the Wolfpack, man. I appreciate it. We're glad to have you. Thank you to everybody who contributed to the show. Thank you for the super chat donations. Thank you for watching. Please share a video or two. It keeps us live. It keeps us doing what we do. That's all we're trying to do. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Oh, my bad, guys. I forgot to tell you. Go to the Speak On It group. I got a group on Facebook. I want you to join. It's called the Speak On It group. If you're still here and you haven't joined, please join. Tell Joy and Buck Tim Black sent you. It's my Tim Black Speak On It group on Facebook. We need more people. We need you.